Welcome to MaxxDaddy's Garage. Today we're going to show you how to mount a clincher road tire. So we're going to use a detonator today. It's one of our road training tires. You need a Maxxis tube. Be sure you get the right size for the tire that you're using. A pair of tire levers can come in handy if you're having difficulty mounting the tire. You'll need a floor pump, and you'll need a wheel. Today we'll be using a Sun ring glade wheel. So you can start by placing one bead of the tire on the rim. It's a good idea to mount the tire with the two X's of Maxxis on either side of your valve hole, and that'll give you a point of reference in case you do run over something and you're trying to find out what's in your tire. So just work your way around, installing the bead to the inner cavity of the rim. We're only going to do the one side right now. So next you're going to take your tube out of the packaging. Going to remove the cap. A little nut on here. And it helps at this point if you want to just put a little bit of air in the tube to give it some shape. So taking a floor pump. Just going to put in a little air just so the tube is round. So before installing a new tube, if you've gotten a flat, you want to check the tire and the rim itself to make sure there's no debris in there that's going to puncture your new tube. So you can do this just by running your hand along the inside of the tire, making sure there's nothing poking through. And then same thing along the rim. Just make sure no spokes are poking through or no other sharp objects. If you don't feel anything, I'm going to take the tube, insert the valve stem through the valve hole, and then just work the tube inside the tire. All right, now that we have the tube inside the tire, we're going to work the other bead on. Starting across from the valve stem, just going to work the other bead on. You want to be sure that you're not pinching your new tube. Try to do this using just your hands, but if you can't, you can use a tire lever, one with smooth edges like this plastic one, and just be sure that you don't damage the tube. All right, now that we have both beads on the wheel, we can add a little bit of pressure, and we're going to check and make sure that the beads are seated evenly around the rim. Now we've got a little bit of pressure in the tire, we're going to spin the whole wheel assembly and just make sure that the beads are seated evenly all the way around the wheel. So if everything looks good, you're ready to inflate the tire to your desired pressure. Just make sure it's within the pressure range recommended. These numbers will be printed on the tire itself. Once you've inflated it to your desired pressure, go ahead and spin it again, make sure everything looks good. All right, and then you're going to take the nut Then your wheel is ready to reinstall on your bike and you're ready to ride.